to begin with the program. I would request people who are standing on the north, east, west, south, आगे पीछे दाएं बाएं यहाँ वहाँ तितर बितर प्रोग्राम की शुरुआत हो उससे पहले आप सबसे अनुरोध है कि आप अपना अपना स्थान ग्रहण करें. जितने भी लोग यहाँ पर पधार चुके हैं उनका बहुत बहुत तहे दिल से स्वागत है. I think the countdown begins in the next few minutes. We are about to begin with the program. So I would request all the esteemed guests present here to please start settling down. I can see it's raining in Ahmedabad today, and it's raining pride and pleasure for the Sweet Dreams family today morning. We are about to begin with the program. I would request the gentlemen on this side to please settle down and occupy your chairs, and so on the gentlemen standing on this side to please settle down. I'm waiting for a good to go from the team so that we begin with the occasion we are all here to celebrate together. मन मचल कर मोर होना चाहिए. मन मचल कर मोर होना चाहिए. स्वीट ड्रीम्स रिटेल लिमिटेड के IPO लॉन्च का ऐसा एक ग्रैंड दौर होना चाहिए. सुनाने तो हम बहुत कुछ आए हैं, सुनाने तो हम बहुत कुछ आए हैं, मगर आपकी तालियों में जोर होना चाहिए. A very good morning to ladies and gentlemen and the esteemed guests present here. A very warm welcome to the listing ceremony of SD Retail Limited. This is RJ Megha, the official host for the ICC World Cup. I've been romancing this microphone since past 17 years, and it's an absolute pleasure to be a part of this prestigious occasion for the family right here. 27th of September 2024, the milestone for SD Parivar. It's a memorable occasion today because the promoters of SD Retail and their team are right here with the team called National Stock Exchange, and they're going to be listed today at the Emerge platform. In India, an IPO isn't just a financial event, but it's a festival where dreams meets the markets. Like Zomato, Infosys, TCS, Reliance, Sweet Dreams today is here not just to list their shares, but they are so we can applaud for the entire team present here. But before we begin with the program, first thing first, with utmost pride and respect for Mother India, we will start the event with the national anthem. I request all of you to please rise and join me while we honor Mother India. I would request all of you to sing the national anthem along. I would request the team to please play the national anthem. Thank you.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता. पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा. तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा. जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता. जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Bharat Mata ki jai. Jai Hind. To proceed further, I would request the founder promoters of SD Retail team to please come up on the stage. I would request all of you to please put your hands together louder with power-packed applause for Mr. Hitesh Ruparelia, for Shri Utpal Ruparelia, Mr. Ritesh Sarawgi, CA Sunil Shah, CA Chetan Vyas, and CA Nikhil Shah, joining me up right on the stage with your astounding applause and starting the event with the right vibe. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen present here. The big smiles on their face says it all. I think now is the time while they are all up on the stage and settled. Ladies and
Gentlemen seated here, once again all throughout the program, I think the energy, that enthusiasm that you've shown should continue. And I would also again request the promoters and the esteemed dignitaries on the stage, Shri Felicitation, Shri Felicitation, Shri Ritesh Sarauni, C.A. Sunil Shah, C.A. Chetan Shah, C.A. Nikhil Shah, and with them I would like to request with the loudest round of applause Shri Praveenbhai Ruparelia and Srimati Meena Ruparelia to join us while we light the lamp. With their blessings, I think we are going to begin with the lamp lighting ceremony with a note of positivity to grow further while Gargi escorts her grandparents with utmost pride, pleasure, regards, love and respect. I would request the team to please proceed further for the lamp lighting ceremony, which we are about to begin in a very short while.
वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I will request all of you to please settle down and occupy your chairs. The biggest support system, the family members are up on the stage, and while we have a beautiful memory being captured, I would request everybody to please once again applaud the family with the most good wishes and more power and more times to come. Dreams, the aspirations that they have, the journey that they have thought or dreamt for themselves, more power to the journey that has just started. May I request everybody on the stage to please settle down, and while they occupy their chairs, it's time to felicitate the esteemed people who are present here on this momentous occasion for SD Retail Limited. May I please request Shri Ritesh to felicitate C.A. Chetan Vyas, the Senior Manager from National Stock Exchange of India Limited. I will request him to please felicitate Shri Chetan Vyas. While we have people felicitating each other, the audience seated here is the most celebrated people under this roof because of your support, your conviction and your belief in the company that they are where they are today. I will request Shri Utpal Ruparelia to felicitate CA Nitin Shah, founder of Beeline Capital Advisors Private Limited. With a 100-watt, proud, confident smile, with what these gentlemen are doing, what they are doing. We celebrate their success, and with this, last but not the least, may I please request Mr. Ritesh Saraogi to felicitate CA Sunil Shah, partner, Sunil Sati and Company, Chartered. While we need to follow the exact timeline, while the gentlemen settle, I continue with what we are here for. With a sharp timeline where we are supposed to ring the bell with equal amount of encouragement, excitement, I continue with the program. SD Retail Limited is engaged in the business of designing, manufacturing, outsourcing, marketing, and retailing sleepwear under the brand name Sweet Dreams. It is a sleepwear-focused company offering a wide portfolio of stylish and comfortable sleepwear for the entire family, all age groups. Celebrating the transition from work to home life and catering to every aspect of downtime. This brand is targeted primarily at the modern Indian women's sleepwear requirements, since she is the most engaged with this category across various
retail channels. In addition, the company also sells sleepwear for men and kids, whose casual clothes are predominantly purchased by the women in the house. Company offers one of the widest portfolios of sleepwear products amongst apparel retailers in India in terms of fabrics, colors, and styles. Sweet Dream sleepwear products include pajamas, night sets, nighties, t-shirts, and a lot more. I think the website says it all, and it's a beautifully designed website. I may congratulate you for that. I would now request the team to please play the corporate video on the screen. Thank you.
Sleepwear is part of a daily apparel category, fulfilling our needs for comfort and style during the night. We serve stylized comfort through a wide range of our portfolio of sleepwear products in India. We at SD Retail Limited cater to the growing demands of this market through our business of designing, manufacturing, marketing, and retailing sleepwear under the brand name Sweet Dreams.
8 hours in every person's day is spent sleeping. The choice of clothes that we wear during that time is called sleepwear. My brother Utpal and I, we started Sweet Dreams 2 decades back with a single rack at Mumbai Garment Fair. Today our products are sold across all states and union territories of India. Today, Sweet Dreams stands out as the only fashion sleepwear brand catering to the needs of the entire family, which includes men, women, and kids.
We have expanded our stores using a cluster-based model. Our exclusive brand outlets are majorly under the company-owned franchise-operated model. We have opened stores concentrated in the western and northern part of India. In addition, our products are sold in multi-brand stores all over India. In the ongoing phase 2, we are evolving towards exclusive brand outlets and direct-to-consumer channels to drive customer loyalty, margin expansions, and high cash conversion with asset-light operations. Strengthened our presence online through our company website sweetdreams.in and all major e-commerce marketplaces including Myntra, Ajio, Nykaa, Flipkart, and Amazon. Our in-house design teams are exposed to both domestic and international markets. We maintain an asset-light model by outsourcing the majority of our manufacturing operations while maintaining a quality check at each and every stage of the process. We also follow a centralized ordering of fabrics and accessories. This business model allows us to optimize our costs, leading to sustained profitability with improved financial metrics. Our company has an established track record of over 20 years. Our promoters and managing director, supported by an experienced team, have been instrumental to our growth and success. We will continue to expand our retail network with a focus on exclusive brand outlets, leverage technology to shift towards direct-to-consumer sales, and strengthen our online presence by capitalizing on the e-commerce trend.
Each milestone deserves a wonderful round of applause. And with that non-negotiable happy smile on all their faces, they are pleased to announce that SD Retail Limited's recent IPO was a resounding success. The issue priced between 124 and 131 per equity share had a total size of 64.98 crores, and the company received an overwhelming response from the investors, with the IPO being subscribed to an astounding 97.12 times. This resulted in a total collection of 4,196 crores, showcasing the immense confidence the investors have shown in the company's growth and potential. Now I request Shri Hitesh Ruparelia, co-founder and promoter of SD Retail Limited, to please come up on the stage and share a few words of happiness. Besides being a numbers ninja, he is a family man, as most of you know him like. Please put your hands together for Shri Hitesh Bhai.
Very good morning, friends. The entire Ruparelia family here, the Sweet Dreams team, invited guests, and all our well-wishers who are participating virtually. We are gathered here today for the prestigious listing ceremony of SD Retail Limited. I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to all the investors for the immense trust and love you have shown by subscribing to the issue 97 plus times, raising over 4,000 crore against an issue size of 64.98 crore. On behalf of Sweet Dreams, I assure you that we will continue to put forth our best efforts as we move forward. Congratulations to all the LOTs and a sincere apology to those who could not get an allotment. I want to acknowledge the equal and perhaps even greater contribution of my younger brother and co-founder, Shri Utpal Ruparelia. In fact, he is the original founder of this pajama business, and I was fortunate to join him soon after. I would want to give a big hug to Utpal. Our success wouldn't have been possible without the blessings, guidance, and unwavering support of my parents, Shri Praveen Bhai and Srimati Meena Ben. And of course my wife, who has always encouraged me, who has stood by me for the past 32 years. I'm also deeply grateful to the entire Ruparelia family for being with us through thick and thin. I would now like to welcome Shri Sunil Shah, advisor for the last 15 years to us, a more philosophical friend and a guide, and he's guided us through this IPO journey. He's been the advisor to the IPO. Shri Nikhil Shah, lead manager from Beeline. I can continue for next 10 minutes describing him, but I'll keep it for some other time. But he's a wonderful human being. Sri Chetan Vyas, who has always encouraged us. He is the senior manager from NSE Emerge. Sri Vishesh Dalal, nominee director representing our first PE investor, Trust Group. He's been of immense help to us in the journey. Miss Simran Bhasin, avid marketeer and prestigious, and her previous roles at Fast Track and Wildcraft, she is now guiding us at Sweet Dreams. Mr. Manish Kapoor, he is also on our board. He is the current managing director and CEO of Pepe Jeans. Mr. Harshil Patel, independent chartered accountant, formerly with Deloitte. I guess I will continue my speech after we are done with the bell ceremony, because I am told that it is so very sacrosanct, but my heartfelt, deepest gratitude to all of you who took out time. People have come from far off cities, our distributor fraternity, our franchisee fraternity, our esteemed retailers, all of them come here, all of them have come here, and above all, about 40 of Sweet Dreams Ninja we have here. Rest of them are watching all of us from the office, and they are doing a wonderful job to make sure that we deliver September end results. So they are all on the job. I will now hand over to Megha, and we will resume. I'll resume my speech. I have a few things to say after we are done. Thank you.
As much as we would have loved him to keep on speaking, and of course the co-founder, but I think as of now, we postpone that happy speeches after a while, where we celebrate the journey, the milestone, and the success. As of now, I think it's time to do the right thing on the right time. डंके की चोट पे जो होता है वही अभी हम करने जा रहे हैं. We are here presenting of the listing certificate and mementos from NSE to SD Retail Limited. May I please request CA Chetan Shah, Senior Manager of National Stock Exchange of India Limited, to please present the listing certificate to the promoters of SDRL. I would request, yes, so we'll first do the bell ringing. I'm sure. All right, so the ceremony can be done a little later. As of now, we will count 10. A countdown begins. Just 1 minute to go for the bell ringing ceremony, sharp at 10. Let us all count. I'll do that. All right, so we have next 25 seconds to go. And the last 10 counts, we need to fill this hall with power, energy, and good wishes to this family called SDRL. Together, it's 13, 12. Please join me. Countdown karte hain ek saath. 10. It's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A huge round of applause for the milestone that the team has achieved. Sharp at 10, the big announcement by all the dignitaries on the stage. All right, and the prize opens at 152.25. While we celebrate the team, their happiness. The journey might be running on their heads like some reel which we watch these days. Journey of so many decades running inside their mind and their heart. In a jiffy, the hard work, the conviction, the commitment, the belief that they put in their idea, that the investors put in them, is now visible on the screen. With all the well-wishers wishing them the very best, we are about to capture the moment that will be recalled, cherished, and celebrated 5, 10, 20, 30 years down the line. A milestone that will be very special, engraved in the hearts of each one of them who've put in hard work and efforts to make what SDRL is today. All right. And since the promoters and the family are right here, I would request the members to please stay back, and we continue with the listing certificate presentation and the mementos that are to be presented to all of them. So we continue with what we started with. With praiseworthy, pride-worthy moments and the tightest hugs for a better, brighter, beautiful most future that is being wished on the stage to each one of them, we continue with presenting the certificates and mementos on the stage. May I please request CA Chetan Shah, Senior Manager at NSE, to please present the listing certificate to the promoters of SDRL. I may once again request Mr. Vyas to hand over the listing memento to promoters Shri Hitesh Ruparelia and Shri Utpal Ruparelia on the stage, along with Mr. Ritesh Saraogi from SD Retail Limited. I would also request CA Sunil Shah to join the occasion while the mementos are being presented. I would also request CA Chetan Shah to please felicitate and present the memento to CA Nikhil Shah, CA Yogesh Jain, and CS Neville Savjani from Beeline Capital Advisors Private Limited. While they are all climbing up the stage, I may request everybody to again felicitate with a round of applause in a way where they are going to be up on the stage, recalling the applauses that will give them the push to create all the more brighter future for all the team members who are part of this journey. I think we can now continue with this. So I would request you, Hitesh Bhai, to please stay back, because I think your speech was something which we're really enjoying. I would request you to please continue with the speech which we left halfway, and we would wish to continue with the journey. So please request you to come up on the stage once again. Thank you.
So before I end today, I want to speak about what we have been doing for past 30 years. We are into business of fashion sleepwear, the clothing which you all wear during your home time, which is 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. So we have a right to win in this time zone, and the entire life we have dedicated to serving consumers in this time zone. And may I request Gaurang to open the website so you clearly understand what I am talking about. In terms of whenever we speak about the, we call it as 3W framework. First W is your wear time. What is the opportunity for wear time for a consumer? Which we discussed that out of 168 hours a week, there is an opportunity to clothe about 120 hours to the entire family. So that's the your wear time share. You come to the wardrobe share. The moment you talk about wardrobe and you do your wardrobe audit, women may be slightly better than men, but there are very few garments which are used for your time zone of 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. Very disproportionate wardrobe, and there is a big opportunity to fill the wardrobe with fashionable clothes. The third W is about wallet share. The moment you speak about wallet share, we all know how much we spend for clothing for the time share, which is 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. So whenever the country gets prosperous, whenever the disposable income increases, some of the categories take off. Sleepwear is one amongst that, and we look at a big opportunity as we move forward. Sweet Dreams is a fashion sleepwear brand, and we have a very big competition from two of our fierce competitors. The first one being the old clothes, purane kapde. We are into habit of wearing purane kapde to sleep. Fashionable sleepwear is a habit forming product. Unless you experience it, unless you use it, you will continue with your old clothes. The moment you experience it, you will switch over forever. And this is our job, to make this habit forming clothes. The second biggest competitor that we have is core sleepwear. हर ब्रांड स्लीपवेयर का कोई पजामा बनाती है, कोई टी शर्ट बनाती है, एंड लोग कंज्यूमर नीड बेस्ड पहनते रहते हैं. बट व्हेन यू बाइफरकेट योर time zone, which is 8 p.m. to 8 a.m., there are very many emotions which are there in this time zone. Emotions, the biggest emotion being rest. You want to, आपको आराम करना है, आपको सोना है, आपको रिलैक्स होना है. So essentially sleepwear has to be comfortable. It's a hygiene. दूसरा इमोशन है जो हम सोशलाइज करते हैं, प्री डिनर, पोस्ट डिनर, फैमिली के साथ गप्पे लड़ाते हैं, टीवी देखते हैं, आइसक्रीम खाते हैं, बाहर ड्राइव पे जाते हैं. सो दैट्स द सेकेंड इमोशन, विच इज़ अ प्लेफुल इमोशन and a socializing emotion. And the third emotion which is there is sensuous emotion. You want to engage with your spouse, with your partner. So there has to be, the clothing line has to be so enticing that it pushes you to those boundaries. So जब हम design करते हैं, if you can go to the website, and if you go to, see, this is the first, the last emotion which I spoke about, the sensuousness. Right? Sensuous part of your emotion during the 12 hours that I am speaking about. Very soft satin clothes, very bright colors, very elegant prints, and very enticing clothes for those emotions. We can go to the next emotion. This is a Snoopy collection. It's a licensed product. It's a very, very playful collection. If you see bright colors, again very funky, very loose, modern silhouettes. This is your fun emotion. We can go to the rest emotion, which is the largest. You see very loose clothes, very drapey clothes made out of modal, very plain, soothing colors. So the design that we do for sleepwear is based on emotions rather than एक कपड़ा बना दिया और पहना दिया, right? More important thing which I want to share with you is our journey of airport retailing. We experimented opening a store at T2 International Airport at Mumbai, and the way we saw people engaging with pajamas was fantastic across ethnicity, across geographies. People were indulging into pajamas. They had never seen such wide variety of 100, 200 designs of pajamas, and the numbers that we started doing were phenomenally high. As we move forward, I am very happy to share that our generation next, they are firmly inducted in business. It's all started with my daughter Gargi. She is here. She got inducted 10 years back. Now she runs a very successful startup. I think Megha will speak more about it. Parth, who joined about 5 years back, he is my nephew and Utpal's son. Is doing a wonderful job in this transition of our D2C journey. And recently, a week back, my son has just joined, Gaurang. I think we'll speak more about him, and we'll hear him in the program as we move forward. Now I will request Utpal to take this forward. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Good morning, friends. Welcome NSE officials, Beeline team, Sweet Dreams team, our esteemed guests, our business associates, and our support agencies. I am very happy to be here on stage on the occasion of IPO listing ceremony. We would like to extend our heartful appreciation to the team that has worked tirelessly for the last 9 months to make this happen. This is important catalyst for the scale and growth of Sweet Dreams and its vision. Friends, I feel joyful to share something about us. Sweet Dreams began in 1989. At that time, I was in second year of my graduation. Borrowed a small sum of money from my father to start a manufacturing unit with my brother. And then the story continued, which connects the dots. We brothers have been gifted with complementing strengths and have utilized this to build and grow the organization, and we are now on journey to build legacy which shall stay beyond us. Our family contribution to business began with my niece Gargi, who joined the business 10 years ago. Besides her leadership in refreshing our products, she brought a much needed female perspective to our brand. After coaching leaders under her, she had transited to running her edtech startup today with her husband. Friends, in about context of building legacy, my son Parth Ruparelia, who joined Sweet Dreams before 5 years, leads creative and innovation department, which largely takes care of all design aspects from products, store designs, and everything pertaining to brand. My nephew Gaurang Ruparelia, who joined us this month after completing his studies in software engineering in New York, is being groomed to take role in marketing, HR, and IT functions. During second phase of event, Parth and Gaurang will share the vision of the future of the company. Sweet Dreams is moving towards the model of holistic living and follows a culture of win-win for all stakeholders. Our customers receive more value than they pay for. Our team members benefit by financial stability, growth and learning opportunity. Our suppliers benefit by consistent orders. Our shareholders see the value through the growth of the company. Country and society is benefited by the employment we generate, taxes we pay, and through CSR activities. We shall be adding dimension of environment soon and try to reduce carbon emissions. Friends, we believe past is important for learning and gaining experience. However, the present is most crucial. What we do today will shape the future, and it seems we are doing right things. We are truly grateful to everyone who have taken out their time from their busy schedule to be part of this celebration. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much to the founder members who are, I'm sure, on a beautiful high, because I think it's the day to celebrate forever in the times to come. With this, I would like to request CA Mr. Chetan Vyas to please come upon the stage and share a few words. Thank you.
A very good morning. National Stock Exchange welcomes SD Retail Limited to the family of NSE listed companies. We congratulate Mr. Hitesh P. Ruparelia, Chairman and Managing Director, Mr. Utpal Bhai, Whole-Time Director, Mr. Vises Desai, Nominee Director, Mrs. Simran Basin, Non-Executive Director, Mr. Manish Kapoor, Mr. Harsil R. Patel, Independent Director of SD Retail Limited. We congratulate Merchant Banker, Beeline Capital Advisors Private Limited, Mr. Nikhil Shah, Mr. Yogesh Jain, Mr. Neville Saujani, and whole Beeline team. SD Retail Limited designs, manufactures, outsources, markets, and retail sleepwear under the brand Sweet Dreams. SD Retail Limited came with a public issue of 64.98 crore. SD Retail Limited is 553 company listed on NSE Merge platform. NSE Merge has raised till date around rupees 13,898 crore on NSE Merge platform. As we all know that India, with a market capitalization of US 5.65 trillion, is the fourth largest market in the world. The same has grown by 88 times since NSE inception 1994. NSE today has reached almost 99.85% of all PIN codes in India, with a greater number of 9 crore investors, registered investors, and 5 crore plus households. Almost 17% of Indian population is directly investing in stock market today. Let's give some statistics about NSE index. Benchmark Nifty has touched a recently record high of 25,000. Nifty 50 index has garnered a CAGR return of more than 11% since its January 1st, 2004. We hope that today's successful listing of SD Retail Limited will inspire many more SME companies to come forward and list on NSE Merge platform. We congratulate entire team of SD Retail Limited, the Merchant Banker Beeline Capital Advisors Limited, and other parties associated with this successful IPO. Today's listing is a testimony of their hard work. We hope that the listing day marks the beginning of partnership between NSE and SD Retail Limited. Today, another 3 companies are going to be listed on NSE Merge platform. I just give you the name of them. Bikevo Green Tech Limited, Avi Uns Textile Limited, and Phonics Overseas Limited. Today, 4 companies are going to be listed on NSE Emerge platform along with our company. NSE once again welcomes SD Retail Limited to the family and look forward to supporting you in your all future fundraising. Thank you. Jai Hind.
While all the formalities of ringing the bell is done, I think it's time to dedicate a few lines to the entire team. So this time what I'm going to utter is a little poetry, but I would request all of you to join me, complete the lines, all right? Every time I speak out a line, I would request you people to finish that particular pankti saying SDRL, Sweet Dreams Retail Limited. हम उसका abbreviated version बोलेंगे, SDRL है से हम खत्म करेंगे. Are you ready? अपने अपने गले साफ कर लिए जाए, because I think astounding success के साथ साथ हमारी आवाज़ में वो power जो है वो भी ज़रूरी है. तो ज़रा गौर फरमाना कि पहाड़ सी मुसीबतों के बीच आगे बढ़ पाने का नाम, पहाड़ सी मुसीबतों के बीच आगे बढ़ पाने का नाम SDRL है, और दहाड़ती नसीहतों के बीच अपनी कह पाने का नाम, हार के अंदेशों के बीच परचम लहराने का नाम, और जहरीले संदेशों के बीच मीठा स्वीट कह पाने का नाम, सैकड़ों चैलेंजेस के बीच फैशनेबली और टेक्नोलॉजिकली एडवांस्ड रह पाने का नाम, और भारी कंपटीशन के बीच मार्केट में आगे रहकर अपने आप को NSE इमर्ज पर लिस्ट करवा पाने का नाम. As we all know, with this beautiful success that we are here to celebrate, the milestone, हमने IPO launches की बहुत सारी कहानियां सुनी है, anecdotes सुने हैं. तो आज जितने भी लोग यहाँ पर बोलने आएंगे उनके बीच बीच में हम वो सारी सक्सेसफुल स्टोरीज को जल्दी जल्दी याद करेंगे. One of the biggest e-commerce company called Alibaba, उनका जब IPO launch हुआ, they went public in 2014, 1 decade back. उस वक्त it was the largest IPO ever, $25 billion. और जैक मा ने अपनी स्पीच में, फाउंडर ने फेमसली ये कहा था that we didn't even plan to go public. We just wanted to make it easier for people to do business. It was a belief in empowering small businesses that made Alibaba a global giant today. And I'm sure with such stories, we are here to celebrate this brand, which has a wonderful, wonderful milestone that they are going to share ahead. We already heard the stories here. But with this, I would like to invite CA Nikhil Shah, the founder of Beeline Capital Advisors Private Limited, to please come up on the stage and share a few words on this special occasion.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. I welcome all the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. I congratulate to the promoters of Sweet Dreams and their entire family for this momentous occasion. And an IPO is not the end, it's the beginning of the new journey. Almost 1 lakh people have participated in the IPO, and now it's not limited to only friends and family, but it's now open to the entire world to buy your shares and to participate in your future journey. So now the responsibility on your shoulder, Hitesh bhai and Utpal bhai, is increasing, and I'm sure that Sweet Dreams and its management will perform better and reward them better in future. So what has attracted us to decide for this IPO and to go for the listing of Sweet Dreams? There are 4-5 crucial things which we look for when we accept the IPO. First is the quality of promoters. So 30 years in the business, entire family is involved in the business. even brother, son, daughter, wives, all everybody is into the business. And when we discuss anything about business with Hitesh bhai, he is very meticulous in his thinking, in his thoughts, in the projection. So there is one famous saying that when you write down your problem clearly on paper, it is half solved. So that kind of quality we have found in Hitesh bhai and accepted this proposal. Second thing is the unique business model. So when we have discussed about Sweet Dreams, we have not found such kind of companies in the sleepwear in entire India who is catering to the entire family's needs of sleepwear and also into the premium category. So the unique business has also attracted us very well. Third is the corporate governance, with the marquee investors like Trust Group, Vishesh by guiding throughout the company, and a good set of auditors and consultants like Kimji and company and Sunil Bhai. We are sure that the company is into the good hands and the corporate governance are at their place. Another thing is the valuation. Valuation, when we talk about the valuation, there is no comparable companies in India like Sweet Dreams, right, Hitesh bhai? So how to decide the valuation? So we look for the similar company in the different categories, and when we compare it, it is, so Hitesh bhai has agreed to arrive at such a valuation that a good amount of increment is left for the investors on the table. And the visibility of business. So visibility of the business is there. There are very aggressive plans of expansion. Also, the next generation is into the business. So 30 years with the old promoters, and now next 30 years with the new promoters as well, taking the entire responsibility on their shoulder and doing the business, bringing in the new ways of doing business into the culture. So definitely the next 30 years visibility is there. So these are the points which attracted us to do the IPO. We at Beeline, we are the category 1 merchant bankers. We are leaders in this space, in the SME space. We are leaders in terms of numbers as well as in terms of amount of fundraising. We do the entire hand-holding for the IPO. We guide them about the valuation. We set up the right practices. We do the legal, financial and secretarial due diligence, get the approvals, help them to find the right set of investors, and ultimately go for the listings. We do end-to-end process for the company. So the entire life cycle of listing has ended here, but now the new journey has begun for you. Finally, thank you very much Hitesh bhai and the entire Sweet Dream team for trusting us and providing us the opportunity to work for you. Thank you Sunil bhai and Ritesh bhai for tirelessly supporting us during the IPO process. Thank you Chetan bhai and NSE team for providing us such a wonderful platform for the wealth creation. Thank you team Beeline, my partners Yogesh bhai, Neville bhai, Anil and team present here for doing work day and night. Congratulations Hitesh bhai once again. Thank you everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nikhil sir. I think with this wonderful thing that he said, I'm going to pick up from there that it is not the end. I think the journey begins here. So with this beautiful wish, he has given a even bigger aspiration to the team to dream for. Wonderful. And before we move ahead to the next, as promised, a little dose of little inspiration once again when we talk about the tech giant Google that we know of. They launched their IPO back in 2004, 20 years back, and it was groundbreaking. Hua ye? When they launched it, it was not the traditional IPO process that they went with. They went in with a unique auction style format to give every investor a chance to participate. And despite the initial skepticism, it was a path-breaking, massive success with the time to come. And I think from $85, it went skyrocketing to $200 within a few months. And the founder of Google India, Larry Page, said that we are not trying to be a conventional company. We want to be innovative in everything, even in going public. And that's how they innovated with their IPO launch. And with that, we need to remember another tech giant called Facebook. It was an absolute failure when they launched their IPO. It did not go smoothly. There were trading glitches that went. It was a very rocky start. But today, we know of Facebook as one of the biggest and the most valued companies globally. And at that point of time, Zuckerberg said that we don't build services to make money. We make money to build better services. So with this little thought, which can definitely inspire us, we have somebody with his journey and experience will inspire all the more, because he is absolutely connected to all seated here, especially with the promoters family. Please put your hands together for CA Sunil Shah to say a few words on this occasion.
A very good morning and warm welcome to our guest, CA Chetan Vyas from NSE, Shri Bhai Shah, MD of Beeline, promoters of the company Hitesh Bhai and Utpal Bhai, CFO Ritesh Bhai, ladies and gentlemen. Before I begin, I would like to say a few lines of Dr. Harivansh Rai Bachchan. लहरों से डरकर नौका पार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की हार नहीं होती। ये दो लाइनें हितेश भाई और उत्पल भाई की पर्सनालिटी को बहुत अच्छी तरह से दिखाती हैं, because I had my association of almost 15 years with them. During this time, I have seen the transition of promoters, their unwavering commitment with focus of the only business they have been doing. उन्होंने स्वीट ड्रीम्स के अलावा कोई बिजनेस लास्ट 25 साल में नहीं किया. As an advisor, I had the privilege of witnessing the growth and evolution of this remarkable company. It's a moment of great pleasure and excitement that the intent of building an organization with high level of discipline and governance initiated years back has reached a milestone. I am extremely delighted and proud to be part of this journey from an infancy stage, and confident about the management and team to continue building a great organization going forward. I am confident that best is yet to come. Hitesh Bhai and Utpal Bhai has built an organization with solid foundation and high values, derived from their parents, Dada and Dadi, with capable leadership and support team. This celebration is the beginning of Sweet Dreams, transformation of Sweet Dreams 2.0, to embrace future full of opportunities and overcoming challenges. I would like to express my gratitude to everyone who has contributed to this milestone. Promoters, CFO, the leadership team and support team, my team, and especially my partner CA Hetal Kotecha. Hitesh Bhai and Utpal Bhai, thank you for providing us an opportunity and believing in us. Honored and privileged to be part of this journey as an advisor for an amazing company, uniquely placed with strong vision. Myself, Sunil Shah, representing Sunil Sandeep and Company, an advisory and CFO services firm, having successfully advised multiple businesses across sectors in raising debt, equity, private equity, and supporting transformation process for next level of growth. Namaste and thank you.
Thank you, Sunil ji. And with this, the next person I'm going to call upon the stage, but before I call him on stage, our very Indian company, which I'm going to share the anecdote about. It is about Zomato's IPO launch back in 2021. The first unicorn IPO of India was by Zomato. Now, they made a history and how. When their IPO was launched, it was oversubscribed by over 38 times, reflecting the enormous appetite for tech-driven businesses. And when I say tech-driven businesses, I'm sure Gargi is right there smiling big. She is one techie, so I'm very sure when we share stories like this, during Zomato, the founder, Dipinder Goyal, said that we are going to relentlessly focus on 10x customer and business experience and not just the IPO price. This is just day one of a long journey. And likewise, have you said a while ago, this is just day one of the long journey that has just begun. And with that, TCS ki agar baat kare, so when TCS was launched back in 2004, it was one of the largest public offerings. They raised 5,500 crores back in 2004, and it cemented India's position in the global IT industry. Ratan Tata sir at that point said that TCS is not just an Indian company. It's a global company that proves Indian ingenuity and capability. It highlights the way Indian companies have gone beyond borders. So that's how I think you are on the way to go beyond borders, and they've already started with that beautiful journey. Now I would like to request on stage to please put your hands together for the generation next. Parth Utpal Ruparelia on the stage, sharing his journey. And Gen Z, the next generation, we are all absolutely yours. Over to you.
Today is probably the best day for Sweet Dreams family, and thank you all for joining us in this celebration. So my speech will be broadly divided into two parts. First, our sweet breakthrough. So when we started our D2C journey, we improvised in a lot of areas, like how the whole brand looked, the product line, how our stores looked, our website. And in this whole journey, we have been very non-compromising in our approach. So for instance, if we talk about product line, for most of the retail brands like Zivame, Marks and Spencer's, Enamor, sleepwear is a commodity for them. So वो लोग एक printed pajama और t-shirt को जोड़ के sleepwear बेचते हैं, which is basically boring sleepwear. For us, sleepwear is very different, and that is what makes us special. We believe that along with sleepwear just being comfortable and use case driven, it can also look good and you can be presentable even at home, right? So all of our products are designed with these fundamental values, and this also allows us to charge a little premium from our customers. The same level of standards extend to our store design, overall how our website looks, store looks, right? Now we come to the second part of my speech, our ambition. Sleepwear is fundamentally a Western concept, and we are successfully cracking it in India, which is a big thing, the most challenging part. And then scaling this to international markets will lead to unthinkable scale and profits. I roam around the world to check on trends, and wherever I visit and see other sleepwear brands, I can see Sweet Dreams ka placement right beside them because of our product excellence, our price points, our overall imagery, how it looks, and most importantly, our brand name, Sweet Dreams. Sweet Dreams is a very powerful name to register in people's mind for this category. And while pursuing this global ambition, it will also help us break through price barriers, and consumers will see us from the same lens as like they do for international brands. Although we have our growth plans for next 3 years in India, but we are not limited to India, but going global and also winning there. I strongly believe that in our 10th annual meeting, we will be one of the top sleepwear brands globally. Thank you.
All right, because we have this young generation coming up with a lot of dreams in their eyes. It's always so interesting to listen to their dreams, because I'm sure some 20, 30 years down the line, you can relate to what energy that they bring into the company. We still have, absolutely, and it's ongoing. All right, with this, we remember our own Indian tech giant Infosys. The power of persistence is what this little anecdote will give us back. Infosys का जब IPO launch हुआ, it was undersubscribed. The Infosys that we know of today, and the company's founders were not sure if this is going to be, you know, a success. But Nandan Nilekani said that personally called several investors to back the company, and that's how they started with the entire process. But look at Infosys today, one of the most iconic IT service companies that we know, not in just India but across the world. And their story, or Facebook's story, reminds us that even if it's a rocky start, it doesn't define your future. Because I'm sure here at least it's not a rocky start, it's a wonderful start, and I'm sure the magnanimous start is already celebrated. Before I call the next person on stage to share his beautiful vision, there is a little story or a little poetry which is about the brand, all right? And I've tried, जितनी बातें हमने सुनी मीटिंग में, उसमें से कुछ चीज़ें उठा कर इस कविता में डालने की कोशिश करी है. At SD Retail, they fashion dreams. Beyond style, it's care that gleams. From rest to rejuvenation, they stand tall, with sleepwear crafted to suit us all. For all ages, they got a tasteful design, where comfort and care easily align. Zippers for pockets, fabrics so light, thermal control to sleep throughout the night. A sleepwear culture rising with pride. Across the globe, they spread far and wide. With every stitch and every seam, they built much more than just a little dream. Together, Team Sweet Dreams rise. A magnanimous goal comes with their foresight. With this IPO, they reach a new height. The past has been a journey long, and the future awaits with a brighter song. So rest, unwind, and rejuvenate. With SD Retail, your dreams elevate. With this little poetry, now it's the time to invite on stage the next gen. Fresh computer engineer graduate from New York University and management trainee at Sweet Dreams as of now. The pajama scholar that we have with us. Please put your hands together for Mr. Gaurang Ruparelia on the stage. Over to you, Gaurang.
Good morning, everyone. Just a quick show of hands. How many of you tried Sweet Dreams products before? Whoa, this is like 100%. How many of you have tried other sleepwear brands before? Okay, 20%. The rest, don't worry. With the IPO funds, our EBOs will be above you, below you, around you. So hopefully you get a chance to give us a shot. But Parth spoke about sleepwear's future, and I would like to visit its history. So given this momentous occasion of a sleepwear company going public, it's worth asking, where did sleepwear actually come from? Most people think that sleepwear and pajamas were invented in the West, but the reality is different. Let's start looking at the word pajama. Does it sound familiar? Because pajama is derived from the Hindi word pai, which means legs, and jama, which means native clothing. The word native here is very important. It means natural, fitting. So why do we call pajamas native clothing? To understand this, we have to understand what pajamas really are. Pajamas are cotton bottoms with a drawstring, which is basically a nada, which means that they are size adjustable from the waist. If your belly expands, the drawstring can be loosened up to expand. And if your belly contracts, you tighten the drawstring to fit you well. We don't realize this today, but the pajama was a groundbreaking innovation back in the day, especially for women. You see, Women back then had 6 to 9 children. And as the ladies in the room realize, one goes through a lot of size changes during pregnancies. Think about it from a woman's perspective in the 12th century. There is no ready-to-buy garments. You have to sew your own clothes and expect to bear children every 2 years. You want bottoms that are comfortable, adapt to your body changes, long-lasting, and pajamas were a perfect use case. In fact, there is good evidence to suggest that the pajama is a product of the soil we stand on today, our lovely Gujarat. We also had some local versions of pajamas like churidars and some types of dhotis. All of them were size adjustable for all body types across India. The fashion designers back in the day knew some stuff. What's funny, the West invented the opposite of a pajama, the leather belt. Now let me explain why they're opposites. Whereas the pajama is size inclusive and accommodates to continuous body changes, the belt is size restrictive and constantly puts pressure on your waist due to the fixed spacing between holes. So what happened? Why do we no longer consider India a pioneer in fashion? It has something to do with something called the tastemaker ideology. This is a very, very important concept to understand in fashion. The tastemaker ideology states that few elites from upper stratas of society shape the consumption of fashion for the rest of us. They make the taste of fashion, hence they are called the tastemakers. In other words, there are some elites who hold the adhikar of fashion. They have the authority to dictate the direction of fashion and maintain a parampara to maintain this authority. During the British Raj, India was influenced by the upper class Englishman's clothing preferences, which made pajamas and their nearby clothes less popular. But they didn't just stop at that. Pajamas were decontextualized from India as everyday clothing and recontextualized into Britain as clothing for sleep. They marketed pajamas for sleepwear, whereas we have been wearing different types of pajamas for sleep, athletics, farming, and many more occasions. Perhaps in a world without British Raj, I would be standing in front of you wearing pajamas. Our hope with Sweet Dreams is to bring the adhikar of pajamas and sleepwear back to India, its motherland. And why not? Other countries like Japan and South Korea have been able to reclaim their body fits of their traditional clothing, like kimonos for example, with modern t-shirts and clothing. Now, I'm not qualified to give relationship advice, but I want to point you to this 1969 article written in an American newspaper with the headline, "Buy nightwear like your marriage was at stake." Thank you. Bharat Mata ki jai.
While we have all family members, promoters, partners, investors who are seated here, I'm sure might be connected very strongly to the family, and that's how you are seated here instead of watching us online. तो सब अपनी अपनी एक्सपर्टीज ऑन टेबल लाकर आज कंपनी को जहाँ पर है वहाँ पहुँचा रहे हो, तो अपने आप के लिए भी थोड़ी तालियाँ बिल्कुल बनती हैं. With a note of gratitude, I share you a story of D-Mart. 2017 में उन्होंने IPO लॉन्च किया and it made headlines जब भी लॉन्च किया उस वक्त. The shares were more than doubling on the very first day of trading. Founder Radhakishan Damani, he took a long-term approach and avoiding the debt and focusing on profitable growth, which paid off a big time in the times to come. And it was a masterclass in how patience and sound strategy can lead to incredible success. The next person that I'm going to invite on stage, she's as of now currently a co-founder, a Gen AI education-based startup backed by Google India, ex-product head for Sweet Dreams, and a classical Hindustani singer. वो तो आवाज़ में पता चल जाएगा. The very first time she approached me for the event, I remember a lot of clients calling me, but she's one of them whom I'll remember always because because of the sound. Radio वाले लोग होते हैं ना, तो सबसे पहले उसी से हम connect करते हैं. Please put your hands together for one person who's fan of people and interactions in general. A huge round of applause for Gargi Ruparelia on the stage.
Hi, can everyone hear me? This is a little meant not for my height clearly, but I'll try my best. You know, I think we've gone through a long morning today, so I'll try to keep it as short as possible. First off, you know, congratulations to all of us seated here. Let me show you my earliest memory with Sweet Dreams. You can see here, right there is me. So basically, thanks Gaurang for this golden memory, which was clicked approximately 30 years, which is one more than how old I am. So I was literally born in Sweet Dreams, as you can see. Some of you know me from my time at Sweet Dreams. I'm Gargi and I'm the eldest child of the Ruparelia clan. I was the first one to join the business sometime around 2014. I spent 6 years of my career in Sweet Dreams before founding my startup with my husband, who's right here. I want to take a moment to express really how happy and excited I am for this absolutely amazing moment that we're witnessing today. So I just want to do a clap for that. I was taught extremely important life lessons and career lessons at Sweet Dreams, and they help me to this day, right? Number one is that, you know, people matter. The people that work for you, work with you matter. Their families matter. Your customer matters. When somebody pays you, it is your duty to offer them the very best for their time and money. I learned leadership, how to work with factories, how to sell to the trade, how to work with export, how to work with agencies, and the list goes on and on as to what I learned really. And what strong and solid lessons these were, right, in leadership. My father and Kaka, who I had the privilege of learning from first, right, and the multiple managers that I had and I was molded by, makes me feel like the strong, independent businesswoman that I am today. Sweet Dreams IPO is a history, and it's a historic story. I think Gaurang and Parth have been able to put out a little bit about sleepwear, but in the kind of numbers we've garnered, the kind of reviews we have, the excitement of the entire fraternity, and most importantly, in breaking barriers that nightwear is a small category. Categories are not small, just mindsets are. I have seen these faces work hard for years, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, some 30 plus like my amazing father and Kaka. I've seen Papa work hard, come rain or shine, profit or loss. He has taken each year like a warrior. I've seen my Kaka be meticulous about every thread count, every factory we work with massive attention to detail. I've seen the kind of fashion that Parth churns out in the last few years to make Sweet Dreams the premium product that it is today. My sister Margie, who's not here and is in New York right now, she also had a stint where she worked on the kids category in Sweet Dreams. And most importantly, not only theirs, but the entire company's loyalty and conviction towards sleepwear as a category, commitment for 30 plus years to not wear, to not get into anything else, but just talk sleepwear all throughout. I'm very, very excited for Gaurang, my brother, to learn from the place that has taught me everything. Today I run an AI startup with my husband, and I can easily say that everything I am, everything I know started right here at Sweet Dreams. Thank you.
Categories aren't small, the mindsets are. Here is to the amazing, amazing, huge mindset of success that you people have with the Gen Z that we just heard. और अब समय हो चला है to move forward. I asked Gaurang if that is happening. Should I? Should I? All right. तो आप सबको मैं अनुरोध करूंगी कि अब तक जितनी तालियां बजाई है उससे डबल तेज तालियों के साथ. I think the wind beneath the wings, जहाँ से सब शुरू हुआ, प्रवीण भाई स्टेज के ऊपर आ रहे हैं और उनके लिए जोरदार तालियां बजाई जाए, because that is the seed which was sown by him, and today The tree has spread with all its branches all across.
વાંચીને બોલું તો ચાલશે? હા. સન્માનનીય સ્વીટ ડ્રીમ લીડર્સ, શુભેચ્છકો, અમારા પરિવારના સભ્યો તથા અમારા માનવતા સ્નેહીઓ તથા મહેમાનોનું સ્વીટ ડ્રીમ બ્રાન્ડના લિસ્ટિંગ સોસાયટીમાં હાર્દિક સ્વાગત કરું છું. તન્મે મન શિવ સંકલ્પમસ્તુ. અમારું મન શુદ્ધ વિચારો કરતું થાય. આપ સર્વોના આશીર્વાદથી એસડી રિટેલ લિમિટેડમાંથી એસડી રિટેલ બની ગઈ છે. તેમજ પ્રોમોટર તેમજ એસડી રિટેલના કર્મયોગીઓ તથા એસડી રિટેલના પ્રથમ ઇન્વેસ્ટર શ્રી ઉત્પલભાઈ શેઠ, ઝુંઝુનવાલા ગ્રુપ ટ્રસ્ટ ગ્રુપનો મહદઅંશે ફાળો છે. શ્રી ઉત્પલભાઈ શેઠ તરફથી અમારા કંપનીમાં ડાયરેક્ટર શ્રી વિશેષભાઈ દલાલ હાજર છે. તેમને ધન્યવાદ અને પ્રણામ પાઠવું છું. મારા માટે આનંદનો વિષય CSRનું ફંડ છે. જીવનનું છેલ્લું બેટિંગ ચાલુ થઈ ગયેલ છે, એ પ્રભુની કૃપા છે. પરંતુ હાલ 2 વર્ષથી CSRની રકમ મળે છે તે ખૂબ ઓછી લાગે છે. કારણ તમારી મહેનતના પ્રમાણમાં તે ઓછામાં ઓછી વાર્ષિક 1 કરોડની રકમ સમયસર મળવા લાગે તે માટે આશીર્વાદ દેવા માટે નહીં, પરંતુ લેવા માટે શબ્દો વાપરું છું. સદૈવ બધાની પ્રગતિ થતી રહે, વિકાસ થતો રહે તેવી શુભેચ્છા સાથે મારા શબ્દોને વિરામ આપું છું. નમ્ર નિવેદન. હવે લિવિંગ સ્ટાન્ડર્ડ નહીં પરંતુ ગિવિંગ સ્ટાન્ડર્ડ સુધારવાનું છે. के लिए करता जा तुम्हारे लिए होता जाएगा. वास्तव में कोई कुछ नहीं करता है, ये तो सब होता है. जय श्री कृष्ण.
કેટલી સરસ વાત. લાઇફસ્ટાઇલ બ્રાન્ડ જેમણે શરૂ કરી હોય, જેણે સીડ નાખ્યા હોય, એવું કહે કે લિવિંગ સ્ટાન્ડર્ડ તો બરાબર છે પણ ગિવિંગ સ્ટાન્ડર્ડ્સ. એટલે આઈ થિંક વેન યુ હેવ અ વાઇઝર જનરેશન વિથ ડેકેડ્સ એન્ડ ડેકેડ્સ ઓફ એક્સપિરિયન્સ, તો એટલું બધું શીખવા મળે. તો પ્રવીણભાઈ જ્યારે બોલી રહ્યા હતા ત્યારે દાદી અહીંયા ઊભા હતા અને દાદીનો હાથ એમની પીઠ પર હતો કન્ટિન્યુઅસલી. આઈ થિંક દેટ ઇઝ વોટ સેઝ ઇટ ઓલ. તો બંને માટે જોરદાર તાળીઓ થઈ જાય. ઇટ્સ અ મેટાફર that the women of the family are, I think, in the roots of what the entire family is. So a round of applause for all the women seated here, starting with Ba to the generation next. કારણ કે આપણે પ્રવીણભાઈને સાંભળ્યા તો 70ના દાયકાની વાત કરું. 1977 જ્યારે રિલાયન્સ ધ પીપલ્સ કંપનીએ પોતાનો IPO લોન્ચ કર્યો, તો ઇટ વોઝ અ વિઝન ટુ મેક ઇટ a company owned by the people. So first ever time એવું થયું કે એક ઇન્ડિયન કંપનીએ પોતાની AGM બોલાવી એક સ્ટેડિયમમાં. So I think that in itself says it all, where Dhirubhai loudly announced that think big, think fast, think ahead, because ideas are no one's monopoly. So with this beautiful lesson, Now is the time to start with presenting some mementos to special people to this family. And I would request Shri Hitesh Bhai and CA Chetan Vyas to please be right here while we start with the mementos presentation ceremony. Very first, Shri Hitesh Bhai will be presenting the memento to Shri Chetan Bhai, the senior manager at the NSE India Limited. I would request the team to please come up on the stage one after the other, where the mementos will be presented one after the other. No worries. Shri Hitesh Bhai to present the memento to CA Nikhil Shah, the founder of Beeline Capital Advisors Limited. I think little music and એના કરતા પણ louder જો આપણી તાળીઓ સંભળાય તો I think it makes the occasion all the more special. I would request Shri Utpal Ruparelia to please present the next memento to CS Neville Savjani, the co-founder of Beeline Capital Advisors Private Limited. Please ensure that we celebrate each person on the stage. Shri Utpal Bhai to present the memento to CS Neville Savjani. I continue to request Shri Utpal Bhai to present the memento to CA Yogesh Jain, the director of Beeline Capital Advisors Private Limited. I would request Shri Hitesh Ruparelia to present the memento to CA Yashika Yanchandani from Beeline Capital Advisors Private Limited. Shri Utpal Ruparelia to Beeline team to the Beeline team from Beeline Capital Advisors Private Limited to come up on the stage, where Utpal Bhai will be felicitating all of them collectively. Shri Utpal Bhai to felicitate CA Sunil Shah from Sunil Sandeep and Company. Now I would request Shri Hitesh Ruparelia to felicitate CA Hetal Kotecha, and she is from Sunil Sandeep and Company. CA Hetal Kotecha to please climb up the stage for the felicitation ceremony, where we are all here celebrating the people whose contribution we really value. Shri Hitesh Ruparelia to felicitate CS Monica Gupta on the stage. Miss Monica Gupta. While we have Miss Monica climbing up on the stage, being felicitated as the next person to be felicitated by Shri Utpal Bhai is going to be CA Munjal Sheth from KKC and Associates LLP to please come up on the stage. I may please request everybody to keep applauding the people who are coming on the stage, because I think all of your contribution matters the most to the Sweet Dreams Parivar. And we have the next CA Marmik Shah from MAAK and Associates to please come up on the stage. Now I would like to request Hitesh Bhai to continue with the felicitations. Shri Hitesh Bhai to felicitate CA Saurabh Jain from Weekend and Company. VCAN and the company to please come up on the stage. He's not here, present? All right. Shri Hitesh Bhai to felicitate CA Mayur Mehta. CA Mayur Mehta, I think is right there on the way. Okay, and while I call out a few more people, there are two ways to climb up the stage. If this podium is a little obstacle, I think other side also we have one more staircase to ensure that you climb up the stage comfortably. The next being after CA Mayur Mehta, the next one is Mr. Vishesh Dalal. I would request Utpal ji to please felicitate Mr. Vishesh Dalal on the stage. I would request Mr. Ritesh Saraogi to come up the stage, and I would request Ritesh ji to please felicitate Mr. Ritesh Saraogi on the stage. And while Mr. Ritesh is being celebrated with a louder round of applause, with people at the back clapping the loudest, people from here cheering him the loudest, I would now request Mr. Ritesh Saraogi himself to felicitate Mr. Haresh Shetty on the stage. Mr. Haresh Shetty on the stage being felicitated. Followed by Mr. Gitesh Parikh to be felicitated by Mr. Ritesh Saraogi. Now I would like to request Mr. Sunil Shah to felicitate Mr. Anmol Haryani. CA Sunil Shah to felicitate Mr. Anmol Haryani on the stage. While he's on the way climbing the stage, we continue with our applauses because I think that is what sounds better to the ears all throughout. Well, we are here to celebrate the milestone. The next person.
Guys, this is our core team. Please keep the claps loud. They're the ones working very hard at it.
I would like to request Mr. Ajay Jain to felicitate Mr. Rahul Patel. Mr. Ajay Jain to please come up on the stage and felicitate Mr. Rahul Patel on the stage. Mr. Rahul Patel, is he here? He's here? Ah, okay. Okay, so we are looking for Mr. Ajay Jain for that matter. Acha, okay. Then I should. Okay, all right. Utpal Bhai is right there in a very moment. Thank you so much for the. Continue? With all your names? Okay. I would request Mr. Ritesh Saraogi to continue with the felicitation, and I would request you to felicitate Mr. Jatin Vyas on the stage. Jatin Vyas on the stage, followed by Mr. Piyush Solanki. Like how Gargi said, the claps and the applause has to go on. That is the vibe that we have created since the start of the program, and let's continue with the same. Mr. Piyush Solanki on the stage being felicitated, followed by Miss C.S. Pooja Shah. While we have Miss C.S. Pooja Shah climbing up the stage. The next to climb up happens to be Mr. Romesh Shah. रोमेश जी आपके लिए तालियां जो है वो ऐसे गूंजी कि मैं चाहती हूँ कि हर किसी के लिए इतना ही अपलॉड होता रहे. The next one to climb up the stage, while we have some amazing memories being captured. Like how you started your speech with that picture clicked 3 decades ago. I think these pictures are the ones you'll be celebrating some 2, 3, 4 decades later. So that's what I think memories are meant for, celebrating in the times to come. To relive the beautiful memories that we are creating right now, right here on the stage. तो जितने भी लोग स्टेज के ऊपर आए वो बड़ी 100 watt की स्माइल के साथ आएंगे तो मेमोरी 20 साल बाद बड़ी अच्छी दिखेगी. So the next person to climb up the stage happens to be Mr. Ritesh Jain. Mr. Ritesh Jain के लिए जोरदार तालियां हो जाए. The next happens to be Mr. Margesh Mishra. Mr. Margesh Mishra on the stage, followed by Mr. Virendra Pal. Mr. Virendra Pal climbing up the stage. With tightest hugs and firm handshakes, Mr. Pal के बाद हमारे अगले Mr. देविंदर सिंह तैयार रहे. वीरेंद्र पाल जी स्टेज के ऊपर. I will request Mr. Devinder Singh to please be ready climbing up the stage, and the team presenting the memento to Mr. Singh on the stage. With this, I would like to request Miss Shyama Sen to please climb up the stage. Miss Shyama Sen. Mr. Shyam Sen on the stage. I would now like to request a last few mementos to be distributed and felicitated. So I would request C.A. Sunil Shah to please join the team presenting the mementos. The next happens to be Mr. Dinesh Shah climbing up the stage. While we have Mr. Dinesh Shah climbing up the stage, may I please request Mr. Bhavik Thakkar to be the next one to climb up the stage. Mr. Bhavik Thakkar on the stage, being felicitated, followed by Mr. Shailendra Vanikar. Please be ready to climb up the stage. While we celebrate Mr. Bhavik Thakkar on the stage, the next to be applauded happens to be Mr. Shailendra Vanikar climbing up the stage. I would request Mr. Nayan Pandya to please be ready to climb up the stage next. हाँ, हाँ. After Mr. Nayan Pandya, I may please request CA Kushal Talati to please climb up the stage. CA Kushal Talati to be given away the memento on the stage after Mr. Nayan Pandya. A huge round of applause for everyone who climbs up the stage. I would now request you to please put your hands together for Mr. Vinod Rohira climbing up the stage next. Followed by Mr. Dhiren Kenya to be ready to climb up the stage. Mr. Vinod Rohira on the stage. With Mr. Vinod Rohira on the stage, I may please request Mr. Dhiren Kenya to climb up the stage. While I would request the audiences to please ensure that with the last few felicitations to go, please keep celebrating each other because I think it's about give and take. All right. After Mr. Vinod Rohira on the stage, Mr. Dhiren Kenya on the stage, the next to climb up is Mr. Sailesh Gohil. Mr. Sailesh Gohil climbing up the stage, followed by Mr. Chirag Chavda to be ready. After Mr. Chirag Chavda climbing up the stage, I would request Mr. Swapnil Patil to be ready. चिराग जी के लिए जोरदार तालियां बजाई जाए. We move ahead with the next happens to be Mr. Swapnil Patil to be ready. We have Mr. Swapnil Patil being felicitated on the stage after Mr. Chirag Chavda being felicitated. It's Mr. Swapnil Patil. Followed by Mr. Utkarsh Srivastav. While we have Mr. Utkarsh Srivastav climbing up the stage, the next person to climb up happens to be Mr. Nikun Suthar. Nikun ji के लिए जोरदार तालियां हो जाए. Mr. Nikun Suthar, while he climbs up the stage, I would request Mr. Mukesh Haldia to be ready. Please celebrate the people climbing up on the stage, क्योंकि जब ये पूरा मेमोरी को एक आफ्टर मूवी में बदला जाएगा, तब इफेक्ट्स यूज ना करते हुए अगर रियल तालियां बजती रहे तो बात बिल्कुल बनेगी. इसके बिना सर कोई इवेंट नहीं आगे बढ़ती. This announcement is mandatory, be it World Cup or a wedding or an anniversary or an IPO launch event. 2, 6, 2 and 1. ये कार जो है गलती से किसी ने खुली छोड़ दी है, which is creating a little problem out there. Please ensure that your battery doesn't die and you reach and get back to the normal, the basics. 2, 6, 2, 1. Ji. We move ahead with the next. The last we had Mr. Nikun Suthar on stage. The next happens to be Mr. Mukesh Hadia. Mukesh ji के लिए जोरदार तालियां हो जाए. While Mukesh ji is here being celebrated by all of you with a louder round of applause. The next happens to be Mr. Prakash Patel. Mr. Prakash Patel to climb up the stage right after Mr. Mukesh Hadia. प्रकाश जी के चेहरे पर प्रकाश प्रकाश जो फैल रहा है उस वक्त अगर आपको मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूं तो प्लीज पुट योर हैंड्स टुगेदर फॉर मिस श्रुति जैन. Miss Shruti Jain climbing up the stage to be felicitated, followed by last 3 to go. So I think with time the sound should actually increase with time. The decibels need to rise with time. Mr. Sailesh Dharmik on the stage. On behalf of, you will be taking, all right, Gitesh ji will be receiving the award on behalf of Mr. Sailesh Dharmik on the stage. And Mr. Deepen Suthar to be the next person, for which I would request all of you to put hands together. And last but not the least, Modi ji ke liye zordar taaliyan, Mr. Kartik Modi. Mr. Kartik Modi on the stage. Thank you, each one of you. Now I request CA Nikhil Shah to join us on the stage to recognize the exceptional contributions to the listing. And for that, while we have the last memory being captured, CA Nikhil Shah, sir, I would request you to please proceed further to felicitate CA Chetan Shah on the stage, and I request everybody to please ensure that we celebrate this felicitation on the stage. आप दोनों की स्माइल के साथ ऑडियंस की स्माइल मैच करना जरूरी है. They have a 100-watt smile, and so should we. Thank you, gentlemen and ladies. So while the memento reaches them, they've tone right with 100-watt smiles from the left ear to right ear, and that is how I believe the next people who are climbing up the stage will continue with it, and people in the audience as well support with big broad lovely smiles. Thank you. All right, while we figure out a lot of mementos being presented one after the other, there is also a little thing that goes on in my mind, where all of you who are seated since long needs to be pumped up. तो हम करेंगे क्या? 2 चुटकी और 2 ताली, okay? But 2 ताली के साथ हो हो बोलना जरूरी है. I'll say SDRL, you'll say ho ho. All right? Are we ready? SDRL. SDRL. You need to be louder. I think it has to echo outside of this soundproof wall. SDRL. 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 All right. With this lovely good wishes for more success and more power, I assume that we are now sorted with the mementos that are to be presented. But before they get done with sorting out so many mementos, we continue with one little thing that people who are seated in the audience can... We are ready? All right. Thank you. We move ahead with the next felicitation while we have Mr. Chetan Vyas on the stage. The next to be felicitated is Mr. Hitesh Ruparelia, the chairman and MD of SDRL, to be felicitated by CA Mr. Nikhil Shah on the stage. A huge round of applause for the two visionaries who has made this day possible together with their vision and efforts and conviction. The next on the stage, CS Neville Savjani to felicitate Mr. Utpal Ruparelia, the whole-time director for SDRL. I would request you to please climb up the stage, and the people to ensure that with the co-founder up on the stage, the claps have to be skyrocket high with a decibel reaching the sky. With all the excitement and enthusiasm, Mr. Utpal being felicitated on the stage, I would request Mr. Neville to please continue to felicitate Mr. Ritesh Saraogi, the CFO for SPRL. I would request Yogesh Jain to felicitate CA Sunil Shah from Sunil Sandeep and Company on the stage. Thank you so much, Mr. Neville. And last but not the least, Parth Ruparelia to be felicitated on the stage by CA Yogesh Jain. We have Mr. Neville continuing with the felicitation. A louder round of applause. While we have Mr. Yogesh Jain felicitating Parth Ruparelia on the stage, thank you so much for doing the needful. Before I invite the person for a vote of thanks, I would like Dadaji has one more thing to share. May I please request Gargi to escort Dadaji on the stage, please.
રોનિતભાઈ અહીંયા આવો. મારી ગ્રાન્ડ ડોટર ગાર્ગીના હસબન્ડ છે અને બહુ જ પુત્ર સ્નેહ છે મને એના માટે.
Thank you. Continue. Nah. You have a lot more to contribute to LearnTube than I have here.
પણ મારા બધા કર્મયોગીઓ છે એને હું અંતઃકરણથી પ્રણામ કરું છું.
Last but not the least, for the vote of thanks, I would like to request Mr. Ritesh Saraogi to please come up on the stage and share his feelings and the emotions that he has being a part of this journey, very close-knitted, working day in and day out to make what SDRL is today. I'm sure he'll have a lot of plans. પણ પહેલા આશીર્વાદ લેવા જરૂરી છે, તો એ આશીર્વાદ સાથે આઈ થિંક ડબલ પાવર સાથે એમના સપનાઓને વધારે ઉડાન મળશે. પ્લીઝ સર.
So I've kept it last because there are a lot of people who I want to thank, and thanking has to be last. So ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and valued stakeholders, it's a profound honor to be here today on this occasion of SD Retail Limited, where we are going to be listed today, where we have been listed today. This represents not only a new chapter for the organization, but also a testament to work, dedication and vision of everyone involved. I would like to first acknowledge team Sweet Dreams. मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप सब खड़े हो जाए Sweet Dream के टीम मेंबर्स. So हमने प्रोडक्ट की बात की, पजामा की बात की, बट ये लोगों के लिए आप आए हो. A big round of applause for all of them. Yes, we have done it. Everybody there also. I am very, very proud today of all of you. Thank you for coming and gracing this occasion. Hooray! Hooray! इस पूरे प्रोसेस में जिन लोगों ने बहुत ज़्यादा साथ दिया, मैं उनका पहले स्पेशली थैंक करना चाहूँगा. हरेश भाई, गीतेश भाई, पूजा मैडम, मोनिका मैडम, राहुल पटेल, जतिन व्यास, पीयूष सोलंकी, मयूर भाई. आई थिंक आई वांट टू थैंक ऑल ऑफ यू. इस प्रोसेस के अंदर आप लोगों का बहुत कंट्रीब्यूशन था और इट वुड नॉट हैव बीन पॉसिबल विदाउट यू. Further, in last few years, I had opportunity to meet lot of distributors, franchisee partners, suppliers, service providers, leasing partners, our auditors, chartered accountants. This journey, this growth would not have been possible without them. So I would like to thank all of them a lot for coming here and also gracing the occasion and for being a part of this journey for the success of the Sweet Dream. They are highly, highly involved and responsible. Thank you everyone. Thank you very much. A big thank you to everyone for your significant contribution last many years. I would also like to thank Team Beeline, Nikhil Shah Sahab, Neville Siwani ji, Yogesh Jain ji, Yashika Gitsan ji, all of you for your lot of contribution in successful completion of IPO. Further, I would like to specially thank our consultant CA Sunil Shah from Sandeep and Company, CL Hotel Koteja Madam. They have played an active role in planning and ideation stage to complete process up to IPO listing. Thank you for your invaluable insights, unwavering belief in our vision. You have been instrumental in helping us reach this significant milestone. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Ethel Madam. To our shareholders and investors, we are excited to welcome you in our family. Your trust and investment opportunity empower us to innovate, grow and fulfill our mission. I would like to specially mention Trust Group. Thank you very much for your valuable guidance and contribution over last few years. We are committed to transparency, accountability and delivering long-term value. As we look ahead, we are focused on leveraging this new platform to accelerate our growth and expand our outreach. We have ambitious plans and a clear strategy. We are more determined than ever to execute on our vision. Together, we will navigate and have the opportunities and challenges that lie ahead with the integrity and resilience. Finally, I would like to express my gratitude to promoters Hitesh Bhai, Utpal Bhai, Dada, Dadi and all the family members. Your expertise, guidance and blessings have been invaluable to help us reach the exciting milestone. As we celebrate today, let us remember that this is just the beginning. With your continued support, we are poised to grow further with a bright future. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey and here's to the exciting opportunities ahead. I will also like to take this opportunity to thank my wife and unwavering support in all these milestones. Further, I would like to thank everybody on the stage. So I would like to thank everybody on the stage. Thank you for coming. Thank you for gracing the occasion. Everybody who has traveled from far off, thank you very much. आपका इधर आना हमारे लिए बहुत important है. Thank you everyone who has come from far off. Everybody who has come here, all the invitees. I would like to thank everybody on behalf of Sweet Dreams team. Thank you very much for coming here. We are pleased to have you here. Thank you very much.
अभी तो बाज की असली उड़ान बाकी है. अभी तो बाज की असली उड़ान बाकी है. अभी तो परिंदे का इम्तिहान बाकी है. अभी तो लांघा है सिर्फ समंदरों को. अभी तो लांघा है सिर्फ समंदरों को. अभी तो पूरा आसमान बाकी है. sky is the limit. And I'm sure the team is absolutely dedicated to do what we just discussed. Thank you so much for having me. This is RJ Megha signing off. I would request all of you to please enjoy your brunch, which is right there waiting for you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.